What's up, Randy? This is Daniel from Josh and Danny SEO. So I know you spoke with Joshua a little earlier today. So let's take a look and see what you got over here. See if there's any way we can help you out, give you some tips and tricks, and see what we can do. So right off the bat, the Randyman LLC. I like the name. If that's going to be your logo, cool. I don't know. I mean, if you want to use that, you might want to come up with something. I'm assuming this might be your number. You might want to like differentiate that because I know you can have also your like general license or something like that, and you can have that over there. And all you have is a homepage. So I'm assuming that either you just made this or, yeah, I mean, I'm going to assume this is so fresh because it says page title, replace it with own content. I'm going to assume you probably just put this here for fun. Feature one, feature two, feature three. I'm not saying anything, of course, but, this is a block description, name, email, message. Okay, so a lot to do here. So let's take a look at the back end, see what's going on over here. Generally, when you create a website, you want to have it where you can go like from thing to thing, right? You want to have pages of what you're offering. So as a handyman, I'm pretty sure there's a lot that you do offer, probably along the lines of, like maybe painting or even a little bit of plumbing, some electrician, work, stuff like that. Like there's a lot you can offer, but if all you're going is for handyman, then it's going to be very difficult to connect with those other clients who are looking for those specific things. So as we look at the back end, right? A UR rating is basically how strong your website is. There's no data for it because it's not that great. You have a DR of 2.4, which isn't terrible. Actually, it's not. At least you're on the board. Now, the way you get these two up is with backlinks. Right now, backlinks are where you have your website link somewhere else where somebody can click on it, and a referring domain is when it does return to you. So great news, you're already at 2.4. We got to get more backlinks in there. Now, some backlinks are better than others, like BuzzFeed, Wikipedia. Don't want those. You want the ones that actually help you out, that mean something, and add relevance to your website. Now, a keyword, an organic keyword, is what you need in order for people to find you, right? So if you have on your website Handyman Cincinnati, Ohio, and that is what you're ranking for, and somebody types that in Google, Google will see that on your website and link you guys together so that you'll have clients coming to your website. But as of right now, there's nobody coming to you because you don't have any of those keywords. Now, you get keywords with content. The more content you have, the more keywords you can place. So let me give you an idea of keywords, right? Handyman Cincinnati, Ohio. And I may have, spelled that wrong. But these two words, these two ideas in combination, a service as handyman and a location as Cincinnati, Ohio, working in tandem together create something very unique. It's called a buyer intentional keyword, which means that somebody's looking for a handyman and they actually are local because they're trying to get as close to, they're trying to really hunker down on their search, which is how they come up with this. Now, we use these type of keywords for Google Ads because, again, it's very location specific, very service specific, so we know they're in the area and we're not wasting our time. And as you can see, we got some sponsored Google guaranteed. After that, we have our GMB. Now, GMB is very important. About 30-40% of all people will click on one of these guys over here. This is obviously a sponsored ad. You can get yourself up here through an ad as well. Costs obviously quite a bit there. And then we have your 3 organic GMB people. Now, very important, like I said, to get up here. And if you don't have one, that's not the greatest either. And I'll search for that in a second. After that, we have our organic search. Anyone with a website can rank here as long as you do know what you're doing. So we have Angie's List, Yelp, Mr. Handyman. This is going to be your biggest competition. So let's see who they are and what it is they're offering. So I'm pretty sure these guys are not local. They can be probably in quite a few different areas, but they've changed location, obviously. They have commercial, residential, see room by area, by service, local review. So they're pretty much, I think, everywhere. Here, we're going to change location. Yeah, they're all over the United States. They even got some, where I live in Houston. Quite a bit of them. So anyway, I'm actually going to hit the back button because it's not the point. But as you can see, they have drop-down menus for things that they offer, so that people can easily get through and find out what it is they need. They also have a lot of content on here, or at least, they have some content as we scroll through. They got about our team, apply today. So they're full of, different things, different keywords, different things you would need in order to rank. These are, I guess, the different things that they offer. It wouldn't be great to have a page on each one. It just would get a little crazy. But let's take a look at the back end and see how they're doing there. So And again, this is ranking mostly their entire site, but you have a 29, they have a 29 UR rating and a 72 DR rating, so they're doing excellent with this. They have 542 backlinks, 71 referring domains, and 344 different organic keywords for this location alone. Now, if I were to do it for the entire website, it would be a very different story. Now, while that's loading, I'm actually going to show you what their keywords are. So again, they have 337 active keywords here. Cincinnati Handyman, Handyman Service Cincinnati. You notice how there's a lot of search volume for the first one? Now, again, this is location and service specific. 600 people search for it. He's getting 207 of them because he's in the number one position. When you're in position number 1, 2, or 3, you'll get anywhere from 10 to 20%. He's bringing in about 35%. Well, 33%, to be fair. 33 point, well, about 34. Handyman Service in Cincinnati, 200 people. He's bringing in 66. He's in position 2. He's bringing in a little over 35%. Cincinnati Handyman Services. As you can see, there's a trend here. Always a service with a location connected to it. Those are the stuff you always want to rank for. Deck Repair Cincinnati, 150 people search for it. He's getting 6 because he's barely at the end of the first page. So all this that he's bringing in, by the way, he went from 2 to 3 and lost 133 because he moved back down one position. That's how much people he lost. Otherwise, he would have been bringing in 180. What is it? 185 people because he went from position number 2 to position number 3. He's now bringing in 52. Positioning is key. So how does this really help you out, Randy? What are we really looking at? Would it be a fair assumption to say you just built this in or you just published this in February? That might be a fair assumption. Or that might be the first time you actually put on a backlink or something. Anyway, how do we really help you out here, Randy? Honestly, you have to get content. You have 0 content on, and not only that, but on your homepage alone, you already have stuff in there that say this is block text. So we got to get actual text in there with actual links to other pages that talk about what it is you are offering. So now that we got the content in there, we have the navigation correct. We got to look at your keywords. What do you actually want to put in there as your keywords? What's your focus? Maybe you're really good at doing the electrician part, but you don't want to do the plumbing part. You still want to be a handyman or titled as a handyman, stuff like that. And then obviously we got to look at your backlinks and referring domains. We got to start beefing those up. Great news is I already know these guys over here, Mr. Handyman. They have excellent amount. By the way, this is their whole site, right? They have over 200,000 backlinks, almost 10,000 referring domains, and over 100,000 different organic keywords with 245 referring domains. I mean, traffic across the United States per month. This is per month, by the way. But they are also paying for 296 different ads. So there's that. So anyway, that's what we got to do. We got to take a look at these guys over here, find out the really good ones they're using, see if we can use them for yourself. And then you should be good to go. Now, obviously, it won't happen overnight, but it is something to work toward. Anyway, that's all I got. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, Randy. Otherwise, you have an amazing day. Bye.